Hello, Stick With It Nation, the people who never say never, who believe that winners never quit and quitters never win. Yeah, that's you, that's you, that's you. Yeah. Welcome to another random interviews with Ryan. Today I have for you a Cameroonian. She came to Berlin to study medicine without knowing German. Her story is very interesting, and she's also super special because she helped to deliver my precious little baby girl. So I introduce to you Sophonie. Nice camera action. Sophonie, how are you?
I'm doing good, Ryan. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. Sophonie, do you know anybody else by the name of Sophonie? Are you the only Sophonie that you know?
No, I know quite a few other Sophonies,
Oh.
but all younger than me, all named after me. Quite a few. Really? It's true. Like friends of my parents who named their kids Sophonie because they liked the kid that I was. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. Is it a common Cameroonian
No.
name? It's not? Oh, okay. So you're like the pioneer.
I'm like a pioneer Sophonie. Yes.
Do you know why your parents chose that name for you?
Well, the name actually means hidden by God.
Hidden?
Hidden by God.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, so I think the fact that my parents like struggled to have me, and then all the challenges they had during the pregnancy and during the delivery, and it was just a special thing for them, and so yeah, that's where the name comes from.
Oh, nice. I'm glad that you made it. Because you're definitely a blessing. It's so great to know you. I'm so happy that I know you. And what's interesting is that you were one of the doctors that helped to deliver my daughter, and that pregnancy was also traumatic, and we went through a lot. And so I feel like, you know, Sophonie, she was hidden by God. So you know, do you remember what you wanted to become when you were 5 years old?
Well, my parents said I've always wanted to be a doctor.
Really?
Yes, since I was very little. So I don't remember that, but I remember like since I was maybe 7, 8, I wanted to be a doctor. I never thought I'll be what I am today, the kind of doctor I am today, but yes, I always wanted to be a doctor.
Okay, so at 10, did you still want to be a doctor?
Yes.
15? Always wanted to be a
I
doctor.
always wanted to be a doctor.
That's so interesting. And what did you study when you went to university?
Well, the system in Germany, I just went to med school. So I studied.
You just went to med school.
Yes, that's the system in Germany. Like it's a little bit different from the system in the States where you like first of all have a bachelor's in science or something before you go to med school. Here is just straight 6.5 years med school.
Wow. So why did you choose Germany?
Well, it wasn't quite my choosing.
I ain't choose the rhyme. Rhyming chose me.
Yes, but I have an elder sister and she was already in Germany.
Okay.
And originally I wanted to do med school in Cameroon, but it didn't work out. And so my parents were like, okay, then you go follow your elder sister. And that's how I landed in Germany.
Okay, cool. So what type of doctor are you now?
So I'm actually doing my specialization to become a gynecologist and obstetrist.
Okay.
So well, in Germany it's like 5 years of specialization or 5 years of residency. And so I'm actually doing 2 years of obstetrics right now.
Yeah.
I'm finishing my second year and then I go over to gynecology and do 3 years of gynecology only.
So that's on top of the 6 years that you
That's
did
on
already.
top of the 6.5
11
years.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about the first 6 years. Like, what was it like going into med school? I assume you didn't know any German, and they probably taught you in German, right?
Yes,
Okay,
med school in Germany is in German. Well, like the most difficult was the first semester.
Yeah.
Yes, so I was quite fresh in Germany. I had done some language school already, so I could speak some German, basic German, B2 German, and I immediately got admission into med school, which was already like a big deal.
That's because you're super smart, right?
It was a big deal. And so I got to med school on the first day, and it was not a good day for me.
Oh, wow.
The German was a whole other level of German.
Yeah.
There are lots of people, like lots of classmates, and very few foreigners.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I was just thrown in there, and no one to help me. I don't know the system. Like everything was new, and on top of that, I just lost some of my belongings on the first day of school.
Wow.
So it was just too much for me. And I remember in the evening calling my dad. I'm like, I want to come back home. And my dad is like, oh, it will be fine, my daughter, blah, 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 blah. You're gonna make it.
Okay.
And so first semester was really very difficult, especially because of the language. Language
Yeah.
was a big, big deal. And then getting to find your way around, the city was new to me too. I had come to the city maybe 2 weeks before school, so the city
Okay.
was new. And as a foreigner, getting to finding your way around, knowing where what is, you have to go to all possible offices to register, to do this, insurance and blah, banking stuff. And then you have to find a job as a student. So all of that was just very challenging during the first semester.
I can imagine.
But then the other, like from the third semester, everything was basically, well, I had found my way around. German was no longer that much of a deal. And yeah.
Okay, so when would you say that you grasped the German? During that first semester?
No, I would say like the first year was challenging,
Yeah.
like first and second semesters.
Okay, this is probably the hardest word ever. I'm sorry that I brought that in.
What is that? Streichel. Streichel Chantal. I'm sticking
I
with
mean, that's
that.
not too bad. It's Streichholzschachtel.
But from the third semester, I was good.
Okay, cool.
I was good.
And were you the only African/black girl in your class?
In my class, in the first semester, we were about 350, and there were 2 blacks.
Wow.
Yes, and because we were also like subdivided into smaller groups of 20
Yeah.
or 22 or so, like I did not really get to meet this other girl. So it was basically just me
Just you.
and all of the other classmates, yes.
Okay. So what were the latter years like? Now that you got used to the German, you got used to the system in Berlin. Was it smooth sailing, or did you experience any other challenges?
I would say it was rather smooth.
Yeah.
The challenges were of another nature, like, you know, lots to read and study in school, and then work, like managing the balance between school and work, and socializing a little with your classmates, because then if there's anything about school, anything about exams, then you get the tips from them, and so have to be a little in touch with them too. And yeah, so it was basically about balance the later years. And then, no, but it was fine. Like with school, it was really pretty smooth.
Okay, cool. So why did you decide to specialize in OBGYN?
Yeah, like since I was little, I'd always dreamt about doing heart surgery. So
okay.
when I went into med school, I still thought I would do heart surgery, and I did an internship there, like in my 4th year of med school, and it's not what it wasn't what I had imagined my whole life. So yeah, I'm like, okay, no, this isn't it. And I was just pretty open to other things. I would never have imagined that it would be obs-gyn, but then during the 5th year we had the course on gynecology and obstetrics, and then I got to do an internship during my city year, and I was like, okay, this is really interesting. There are lots of openings, and it's not just the same thing every day, like in heart surgery, like the same surgeries every day. There you have like variety. You can do surgery if you want to do surgery. You can specialize on other stuff, and then you have really the whole obstetrics parts with the babies and the pregnancies, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty amazing. Yes, I'm gonna give that a try.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. All right. So, would you switch your career to anything else?
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
I,
I'm sticking with it.
I think I'm really pretty happy and satisfied with the way that things are going. And yeah, I think like this is really the specialty for me. I'm very comfortable. I like the variety, the fact that you go to the hospital in the morning and you don't really know what's awaiting you. Like you never know. Yes, I mean sometimes it's challenging, lots of work to do, but I think that's how it is everywhere. So no.
Okay. What are your hobbies?
I like eating. I am a foodie.
Yeah,
So I like it. I like sleeping too. I like reading. I really love reading.
Yeah.
Like I read a lot. And just chilling. I'm not really an outside person. Like I like quality time with friends at home.
Okay.
I like sporting activities too. Like yeah, just not like extreme sports, but just a little bit of workout and just strolling around, just hiking, yeah, stuff like that.
Okay. Dancing. I know that you.
I like baking. And
You
I
like baking?
Yes, I like
Okay.
baking, and I like singing and dancing too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
because I know you Cameroonians love to dance, from my experience.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Are there any projects that you're working on, personal projects that you're particularly excited about right now?
I have some stuff I'm working on at work. So because working at a university clinic, you don't do just work. So you have to do also teaching and you have to do also research.
Yeah.
So there's a research project I'm working on at work.
All right. So now it's time for 10 rapid fire questions. Don't think too hard about these. Just answer as the first thing that comes to your mind. You can answer.
Okay.
Who was your first crush?
Can't remember
You don't remember?
who my first crush was. Yeah, it's got to be sometime in primary school. No, I can't remember who that was.
Oh, interesting. Second, second crush, third, fourth, fifth.
Well, I can remember just a crush I had like when I was maybe 8, 9 years old. A friend of an older cousin of mine. Yes.
Okay.
But who the first crush was, I can't
You
remember.
can't really remember.
No.
Okay. What's the longest you've ever gone without taking a bath?
2 days?
2 days.
Yes.
That's not bad.
No, that's bad. That's bad for Cameroonians. Like my parents would be like, what? Because as kids we had to take baths in the morning and in the evening.
Okay.
So 2 days is like a long
A
time.
long time. What was the last gift that you gave to someone?
I think it was a book.
A book. Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
What was your favorite vacation?
I recently was in Italy and it was pretty good.
Where in Italy?
In how do you call Venedig in English? In Venedig is German. Venice.
Venice.
In
Okay.
Venice. Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite book?
Oh, I have so many books I like. So many books. Like right now, I can tell you the book I'm reading right now.
Yeah.
It's called With Christ in the School of Prayer. It's from Andrew Murray, and it's a very, very good book. I can recommend.
Okay, nice. If you could have a conversation with any person in history, who would it be?
Oh, wow. Lots of people. Like, I admire C.S. Lewis.
Yeah, it's a good one. What's one of your biggest fears?
Maybe that my life won't turn out the way I'm hoping it turns out. Like with having the kind of husband I'm hoping to have and having the kind of family I'm hoping to have and having the kind of ministry I'm hoping to have. Like that my life would just be completely different from what I imagine or I would like it to be.
Yeah. What makes you angry?
Lies make me angry.
Yeah.
Laziness makes me angry. and disloyalty makes me angry.
Wow. All the L's. Lies, lies, laziness, and disloyalty.
Loyalty. Yes.
Okay, yeah. And final question. Have you ever used someone else's toothbrush?
Knowingly, definitely not.
Knowingly not.
No.
Okay.
So, not that I know
Maybe
of.
not.
Yes.
Okay, this was cool. So the next time that you find someone who wants to be a doctor and wants to study in Germany, but they probably struggle with like figuring out the language because German is a hard language, and they're doubting themselves. Maybe they're in the minority, a foreigner somewhere. How would you encourage them?
I would say, first of all, you can do it. Just have to put your mind to it, and you definitely can. I mean, German is not rocket science. It's really difficult, but you can do it. So if you just put your mind to learning the language, you will eventually learn the language. Yes. And being a minority should not discourage you, it should challenge you, because yeah, you'll definitely have to do more than those who were born here and those who are the majority, but at the end it'll be worth it. And yeah, just surround yourself with people who can encourage you and who can support you when you'll be struggling. Yeah. And stick with it.
Yes, stick with it. Thank you so much, Sophonie. This was great. I enjoyed it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's your favorite color? Mine is green. While you're thinking about it, why don't you consider subscribing? What we do here is that we help you and your goals to have a nice stick-to-itiveness in your relationship. So see you in the next video.
This celebration, it signifies the culmination of many years of hard work, many years of dedication, perseverance. And together with my family and you all, I'll just invite you to stand up so you can welcome the person who made us be here today.